Prince Harry will not be returning to the UK later this month for Prince Philip's memorial service. Now, members of the squad, one thing that I have seen yesterday, the folks' outrage that has been created by the Rota because Prince Harry is not showing up. First of all, it comes at a time when the hashtag Prince William is a racist has been trending for almost 4 days. And many, almost all of the Rota have all come up just trashing and bashing Prince Harry over the fact that he isn't coming to a memorial service for Prince Philip. Not to forget the fact that they just wanted an opportunity to get a photo op of Prince Harry. Now, Prince Harry was last in the UK briefly in July for the unveiling of Princess Diana's memorial statue, and his spokesperson says that he hopes to visit his grandmother, the Queen, soon. Now, ladies and gentlemen, one thing about UK tabloids that you need to know is the fact that these people, the qualifications for being a person working for the Rota, is first of all, you need to be a racist. Secondly, you need to be bigoted. Thirdly, you need to be a hypocrite. And fourthly, you also need to have selective amnesia. These are just the bare minimum of the qualifications that you need to work and become a member of the Rota. You also need to be able to lie a lot, and be able to twist any comment made by a royal, like what they did for Prince William, the cover-up that has just taken place for Prince William, to say that, oh look, he didn't say this word, I misheard. After two members working for the Press Association, both covered the event, all of them said that Prince William said that war was alien in Europe and only seen in Africa or Asia. And both of them, apparently, one called Richard Palmer said that he misheard the quote. But two of them published the same article saying that Prince William made those comments. So it's either both of them had selective amnesia, or as they said, they misheard what Prince William said. And I do believe they heard him, and they heard him perfectly clearly what he said. They just didn't believe that there would be such a backlash as Prince William has had it for the past few days, as what we've seen. They didn't believe that would happen. And now that it's happened, they're starting to cover up and do some damage control like they've been doing for Prince William. Now, in this recent report, basically, what has happened is the fact that the Rota has been so angry. They have been angry. They have been so mad and angry over the fact that Prince Harry is not coming for the memorial service. I can only imagine the fact that they were believing they had these articles all written out, ready to go, of how Kate Middleton will be the peacemaker between Prince Harry and Prince William, over Kate Middleton and Prince William being peacemakers, and then making up some body language expert stuff about how Prince Harry touching his coat is somehow code name for how bad he is. Because let's face it, that was basically what was going to happen if Prince Harry were to go there. And they know why Harry is not coming. They know perfectly well. First of all, you cannot pick and choose when Prince Harry comes to the UK whenever you please. No, you don't control Prince Harry. Prince Harry is a father of 2 children and a husband. The royal family knows the security risks. They know the threats. And yet they've exposed Prince Harry and his family, his wife and child, to danger, a lot of danger, to the constant experiment of hate and targeted harassment of both Prince Harry, Meghan, Archie, and little bit Diana. Now, as Meghan once said in the Oprah interview, actually, before I come to that, one thing that I wanted to perfectly say right here at the Sasko Family TV is basically the fact that the UK tabloids and the farm, they constantly forget that Prince Harry has a wife. They forget that he has a son. And that he has a daughter. I mean, let's face it, they have bullied everyone in Prince Harry's life. His wife, Meghan, his son Archie was being racially abused when in Meghan's womb. And even before he was born and after he was born, he was being abused. And even before he was born and after he was born, his daughter Lilibet Diana was bullied over a baby name that parents had chosen for her at just a few hours old. Plus, also bullied Meghan while she was in the womb, while Lilibet Diana was in her womb, by making these allegations that she's a bully. The woman they have bullied for 6 years, the woman they have defamed for 6 years was a bully. That's what the lie that they came up with right before the Oprah interview. And so even Prince Harry talked about it in the Me You Can't See and said that I woke up in the middle of the night, to hear my wife crying over the bullying allegations that the farm had leveled against her. She was crying. At that time, she was pregnant with Lilibet Diana. Meghan had a miscarriage. It's like when Harry and Meghan left the royal family, do you know what should have happened? The bullying should have immediately stopped. The slander should have stopped. It should have. But they never did stop. They never ever stopped bullying Prince Harry and Meghan. They never stopped slandering them. Yet they expected Harry and Meghan to keep their mouths shut while the royal family, the farm, the UK tabloids were all actively smearing them and perpetuating falsehoods, as Meghan said, against them. Yet they expected them to keep quiet in the face of slander and constant negativity and lies. Silence empowers the abuser, and that's what they wanted for Prince Harry and Meghan, to keep quiet while they continued abusing them. And I'm glad that Prince Harry and Meghan did that Oprah interview. Now, as I continue, as I've said, Lilibet Diana was bullied over a baby's name that parents had chosen for her at just a few hours old. Plus, they also bullied Meghan while Lilibet Diana was in the womb. So they don't see Harry's wife or mixed race children as his family. They only see the ones in the UK who see him as their scapegoat, like Prince William, Kate Middleton, Camilla, Charles. They only see them as his family. Now, one pirate with press cards even said that I prefer, and I quote, let me quote that pirate with press card, what he said. I prefer the drunk Prince Harry, the one who was walking around naked in Vegas. I prefer that drunk Prince Harry. Do you know why they prefer the drunk Prince Harry? They prefer the drunk Prince Harry because it's much, much easier to control a drunk person. It's much, much easier to control the life of a drunk person. Much, much easier. They don't like this Harry who protects his wife and children from harassment, from abuse. They don't like this Prince Harry who goes on national TV and says that now, and I quote, let me quote him, and I quote, that now I have a family to protect. I have a wife and I have a son. Back at the time before they left the UK. And I will protect my family. And the things that UK tabloids have done or said to them has been really, really hurtful to Prince Harry and Meghan. The tabloids don't care about the pain and suffering that they've caused Prince Harry and Meghan. As a matter of fact, they continue to do it every single time. And they don't like this Prince Harry who loved his wife and son and children so much that he took them away from a toxic environment back in the UK and refuses to play the tabloid game, the same game that killed his mother. They don't like that Prince Harry. They like the Prince Harry that they can control. As one pirate with press card said, this, I like the drunk Prince Harry. That's what they like. That's what they loved. And you can be sure about this. They've only wanted to make money off him, to control him, to control Prince Harry. And now that they've lost the control that they had for Prince Harry, they hate him. They hate him for that. And to qualify to be a good prince, as I said previously, allow me to repeat the qualifications. Number one, you need to be a racist and make racist comments like William. We know the tabloids enjoyed them. Remember what they said about Prince Philip, that they enjoy his racist comments towards Asians and Africans. That's like Prince William made those racist comments a few days ago. Make no mistake about one thing, the tabloids enjoyed them. They like a prince who cheats on their wife. They love that. Because when you cheat on your wife, the tabloids can ask you for something else, like pictures of your children. In exchange, they cover up for your affairs, or hand over Meghan, leak stories on Meghan, abuse her, so that the tabloids can abuse her. In exchange, we cover up for your infidelities, like what they've done allegedly for Prince William. They like their roles to be pedophiles, like what they like Prince Andrew. They like their roles to be misogynistic, just like how UK tabloids are misogynistic. And they like princes who put their wives in their place. Treat her like she is nothing. That way, the tabloids believe you are not being controlled by a woman. Because Harry protects and loves his wife and son, they say he's controlled because, like, this is alien. This is very, very alien for royals. Very, very alien. They don't expect it. They expect a royal that will hand over his wife to UK tabloids to abuse in exchange for good press. Like what Prince Charles did to Princess Diana. Like how they can now control Prince William because of his alleged affairs with Kate Middleton. They like tabloids, they like princes who give tabloids pictures of their children to plaster on their front pages. That's what they like of their princes. And this brings me to what I wanted to say. Even Meghan herself knows that they don't care about her. As she said in the Oprah interview, and I quote Meghan, "I understand that my son Archie and our security is not a priority for you. I understand that." Meghan wrote to the royal family and said those specific words. But please, 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 let Prince Harry keep his security. Please, please, please. Meghan pleaded for Prince Harry's behalf to keep his security. They still refused. Prince Harry said that he'll be attending the Invictus Games in Europe. And even now, I can be sure about one thing. The Daily Fail is currently working to twist itself into a knot, trying to find ways to bash an event dedicated to war veterans, just to bully and insult Prince Harry and Meghan. Like they love to. They love doing it. And there is a lot of fury. Oh, look, Prince Harry is snubbing the Queen. Prince Harry said in a statement he would love to come and see the Queen as soon as possible. Not any other person. He specifically mentioned the Queen and the Queen only in the statement that was released by his spokesperson. He said, "I want to see the Queen only. I'll be looking forward to seeing the Queen as soon as possible." Which brings me to the fact that there must be something. Lizzie must not be well if this is what's been happening. I mean, she hasn't been seen frequently. She looks like something is seriously wrong with the Queen by the looks of it. And there's been fury as Prince Harry refuses to return to the UK on the terms of UK tabloids stipulated by them. First of all, the term is that he needs to come back to the UK without Meghan, without Archie, without Lilibet Diana, so that William and the angel Kate Middleton can make a public attempt at reconciliation for the cameras, for PR, so that we can hear how Kate Middleton and Prince William are loving peacemakers, trying to make peace with Prince Harry and heal the rift that was caused by the constant incitement of hate towards Prince Harry and Meghan. That's what basically the outrage that they are currently displaying. They're saying right now that the Queen won't get to meet Lilibet Diana, that Harry might regret it. Harry is currently fighting for the ability in court to pay for his wife and his child, Lilibet Diana's security, and son, Archie's security, while they were in the UK, while they are in the UK, if they ever visit the UK. He's fighting for that right now, as we speak. Yet they continue this constant, hypocritical, faking their outrage, faking their outrage at Prince Harry because he's not coming to the UK to play the tabloid game on their own terms. The fact that they cannot accept rejection. They've been saying, oh, look, Prince Harry has attended the Super Bowl in America. He's attended the Texas rodeo. He's gone to a rodeo to attend it. But look, Prince Harry is not coming to the UK. My question is, in Texas, Prince Harry has security, armed security. In California, in his home, he has armed security. In the UK, if he ever sets foot there, he will not have any security. That's what armed security. He won't have armed security if he sets foot in the UK. And that way, we'll see incidents of how UK tabloids, as Prince Harry said, that when he was in the UK for the unveiling of the Princess Diana statue, UK tabloids the photographers were chasing him after he left a charity event. They were chasing him. And I said before, and I'll say it again, imagine if Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet Diana are all in that same car. There is no armed security around. No armed security. Imagine how worse that will be. It will be 10 times worse, times 10. Harry was chased by photographers as he left the World Child charity events. Now, if he goes with his wife and children, do you know what will happen? It will be 10 times worse. And Prince Harry's wife, Meghan, has been bullied and abused to the point of thinking about committing suicide, taking her own life. And toxic people like the farm, the tabloids, should stay far, far away from Prince Harry, Meghan, Archie, Diana. Prince Harry is in America, where he is appreciated and not constantly abused. Now, I've been reading a few comments back on Twitter about this issue, and allow me to read some of them to you. Someone said this about the British monarchy, basically, and Prince Harry. Now, someone said this, and I quote, called Kara, said this about the British monarchy. After Prince Harry left the UK, there are all these articles springing up in my Twitter timeline about how the monarchy couldn't survive. When they say monarchy, they mean how UK tabloids will not survive because they'll be losing a lot of money. Because let's face it, Prince Harry isn't the next in line to the throne. He isn't. He's sixth in line to the throne. There's a whole line. There's Prince George, there's Prince William, there's Prince Charles. So the monarchy isn't in danger. It's not going to collapse. The actions may make the monarchy collapse. The actions of Prince Andrew, the actions of Prince William, what they're doing. Look at how they went after the press in the Princess and the Press documentary, where it was revealed that members of the palace are actively leaking against their own family. People they call their own family out of jealousy. Now, as I continue, Cara Calavera said this. I kept thinking, what is all this about? Why does Prince Harry need to be there for the monarchy to survive? Prince Harry managed to survive his disastrous marriage, and other bad things due to very, very good PR. I repeat that Prince Charles managed to survive his disastrous marriage and other problems due to very, very good PR. But since Prince Harry left, I realized something. Prince William is a huge, huge disaster. Now, Prince William is a charisma vacuum. Prince Charles, love him or not, has some charm. Princess Diana just had a lot more charm than Charles, but you'd have been drawn to either in a room. Prince William has the opposite effect. There is something that is repugnant about him. Perhaps it's because of his actions towards Prince Harry being a cane in Prince Harry's life. Prince William keeps saying the worst things, like what he said recently, that war is alien in Europe but only seen in Africa and Asia. The point that PR had to swoop in to try and cover for him. All UK tabloids, all the Rota are now flocking. They're all flocking to actually protect and cover for Prince William by attacking Harry for not coming. A person whose wife they've been bullying, a person, Prince Harry himself, whom they've been slandering, insulting. They're angry because he's not coming to give them an opportunity for a photo op. That's what they're angry about. Let's face it, that's what they're angry about. And that's why they actually say that Kara continued by saying this, that Prince William keeps saying the worst things. He tries to hide his views with PR, but his views slip out whenever he opens his mouth. That's why courtiers are screaming to the press, the monarchy can't survive without Prince Harry in the fold. Prince Harry needs to be there to be the actual people's king, to counter Prince William's constant mistakes from coming out from his mouth. Oh, he said that, but Harry's still there, behind him. That's the language they want to use. Prince Harry as Prince William's scapegoat. And even right now, with what has happened recently, Prince William has been trending lately for being... The hashtag Prince William is a racist has been trending lately. And what happened a few days ago? A few hours ago, actually. All the Rota have all come up ganging on Prince Harry because he isn't coming to give them a photo op opportunity. They all come guns blazing, ganging up on Prince Harry. You think they still control him? You think they still control him? They can't accept the fact that they've lost their access to Prince Harry. They can't accept it. Now, not even the number of editorials stating that it's a shame that Charles won't have the guidance of Prince Andrew when he becomes king. We don't hear that kind of language. We don't hear that kind of rhetoric. We don't hear them saying that, look, Charles needs Prince Andrew to save the monarchy. But we hear that kind of rhetoric for Prince Harry. Prince Harry, whom UK tabloids have abused, insulted, basically demeaned, talking about how William is better. If William is so much better, then why does he need Prince Harry, as they like to say? If Prince Harry is so bad, as UK tabloids have tried to rub it down the throats of every single person in the UK through the constant negativity, the constant incitement of hate, the constant bad press that they have inflicted on Prince Harry and Meghan, then if Harry is as bad as they say he is, why is it that all of them, all of the so-called carnival of so-called experts, each and every single one of them, they are all very, very angry at the fact that Prince Harry isn't coming to the UK for the memorial service for Prince Philip? It's like they believe that Harry should just drop every single thing that he's doing, drop work, drop every single thing that he's doing, drop his work, stop whatever he's doing with the Invictus games, and just come in for a memorial service that apparently will last 50 minutes, fly 5 hours, leaving his wife and child in the United States of America, in Montecito, to come 50 minutes, take pictures for UK tabloids. That's what they want, a photo op, to make up those stories. Oh, look, Kate Middleton is now acting like the peacemaker. Those kinds of PR for Prince William and Kate Middleton, to do some PR for the royal family. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. And it's just so wrong. Harry has always been William's shield since childhood, and even right now, they are still using Harry as Prince William's scapegoat. But it would be 10 times worse if Prince Harry was in the UK, because that's all they ever see him as a scapegoat. And it's just so wrong, evil, and very, very much cruel. Very, very much cruel. Very, very much cruel. I mean, I'm telling you, if you saw the number of people that the Rota currently that were very, very angry, all of them saying how sad it is that Prince Harry isn't coming to the UK for a memorial service. If you saw the number, people who have even abused Prince Harry, just a few hours ago were abusing Prince Harry. Then they expect him to drop every single thing he's doing to come back and take pictures for UK tabloids and make some money for them. If you saw that large number just a few hours after the hashtag Prince William is a racist has been trending, if you saw that, you'd see the level of hypocrisy that I'm talking about, the level of hypocrisy that UK tabloids are currently displaying right now as we speak. They've said how bad Harry is, how nice William is, but Harry is bad. They've told you that. Then why is it that they constantly write that Harry leaving the monarchy is a huge threat to the monarchy? Why do they write that Harry needs to come back for the memorial service for Prince Philip if he's so bad? Why? Why? They are so used to this culture of trying to destroy someone who refuses to play their game. The same game that killed Prince Harry's mother. Prince Harry has completely refused to play that game. Now, the monarchy has used Harry as a decoy for a long time. Now that Prince Harry has removed himself from their mess, all we are seeing is completely like the likes of Prince William making pathetic comments towards black people, people of color and brown, to the point that the so-called Rota basically have to call themselves liars just to cover up for Prince William's own comments, as they did recently with his comments about war being alien in Europe and being common in Africa. You've heard that because I've talked about it. Now, these royalists, the ones who work and do PR for the monarchy, painted Harry as unintelligent, and his brother Prince William gleefully enjoyed it. Now clearly, the whole world sees who the person who lacks intelligence is. With Prince William making such kinds of comments, the whole world sees it. Even so, South Africa talking about, they suspected that it was Prince William who made those comments, expressing concerns about what color would baby Archie look like. We've heard that. We've heard that, family. And by the looks of it, the British media are already traumatized by Harry going to the Invictus Games. You have to wonder how their masters are going to cope with the entire world's media all focused at the Invictus Games. How are they going to cope with the world's media training their eyes on that initiative, the Invictus Games, when none of the royals have any activity on that scale or of that magnitude? And that's why the Invictus Games is so big. It is basically the biggest ever. One of the biggest accomplishments of Prince Harry. And if they had an opportunity to take that away from Prince Harry, make no mistake about one thing, they would have. They would have. This British press and the trolls told Prince Harry and Meghan to leave Great Britain and the royal family. They did. And now these people are upset that they won't come back. As I've said, to be a royal reporter, you have to be a hypocrite and you also have to have selective amnesia. That appears to be the qualification for being a member of the Rota. They've told us how Harry and Meghan will be using the royal family to stay relevant. That Harry and Meghan will use the royal family to stay relevant. And now they are very angry at the fact that Prince Harry won't even publicly acknowledge them. He won't acknowledge them. They're practically begging on their knees, begging for Prince Harry's attention. Begging. Getting so angry that Harry isn't coming to a memorial service to take pictures for UK tabloids. If Harry is so bad as UK tabloids has tried to rub it down the throats of its viewers, of its readers and viewers on TV, if they're so bad, why do you want them to come to the UK? Why do you want Prince Harry to come to the UK for a memorial service? Why, if he's so bad? And that's how even the people targeting Prince Harry and Meghan should know they have been played. And I think they know they have been played. They just don't care. They just don't care. Because they are basically constantly continuing this negative incitement of hate campaign towards Meghan because Prince Harry fell in love with a mixed race woman, and they never will be able to stand it. They never will be able to stand the fact that Prince Harry fell in love with a mixed race woman. Never. And even Prince William, basically. We remember the Obama painting story. Now, is how it got to the media. The problem that I have with the Obama painting story is how it got in the media in the first place. The media, the tabloids, clearly wanted the world to know that even though Harry wanted, them to host the Obamas, that the painting of the N-word that was plastered in Kensington Palace, the racist brooches that are currently in Kensington Palace, they wanted the entire world, the tabloid media, painted that. They published that article. They published the article on the painting on that wall when Obama visited the UK and went to meet Kate Middleton, Prince William, and Harry. They wanted the world to know that even if they hosted the Obamas, that is what they thought of him. That's why they had that racist painting on the wall. That's why they had it. Because they wanted the whole world to know. That's how they thought of the President of the United States of America. And now we can clearly see even Prince William cannot hide how he feels for people of color. Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. He cannot hide it anymore. Now, members of the squad, thanks so much for joining me in this podcast. Thank you so much. They've said that Prince Harry is nabbing the Queen, that he is slammed for refusing to travel to the UK for Prince Philip's memorial amid an ongoing court battle with the Home Office over security. But he will fly to the Netherlands for Invictus Games just weeks later. So they are angry because Harry isn't playing ball with them. He isn't playing the game that killed his mother. He isn't coming whenever they please, whenever tabloids please and want him to take a picture, do some PR for William and Kate, and then go back. Because they're saying right now that, hey, look, there'll be security at the memorial service where you'll be. If you come, there'll be security over there. So Harry should just go from the hospital, from the airport to the memorial service, and then after he leaves the memorial service, no security, and go back to the airport and go back home to California. After he's done taking a few pictures for UK tabloids, after he's done doing some PR for William and Kate, because the tabloids want to do PR using Prince Harry again. Because that's what they see him as. That's what they see Prince Harry as. They want to use him for PR like they did when he came for Prince Philip's funeral. They called Kate Middleton the peacemaker. That's what they were basically speaking of. That she was going to unite them back together. The same woman who caused Prince Harry's mixed race wife to cry right before her own wedding. Yes, Kate Middleton did that and lied about it to the tabloids, so Meghan gets bullied and racially abused. And now we see that what is currently happening right now. They're so angry that they can't control Prince Harry anymore, and they never ever will be able to control Prince Harry. Because the Invictus Games at The Hague, will go there to host, Prince Harry will be going to host. After he released this beautiful video of him and the Invictus Games officials thanking them for doing a good job, and the Invictus Games will be held next month on April, and we'll be covering it in our podcast, and we cannot wait for it. We can't wait to see it. Now, they've slammed Prince Harry because he isn't coming to PR for them. In The Hague, he probably will get security, and Harry is only going to a place where he can have the right to have security to protect his wife and children. And it will be such a big event, and I cannot wait to see it. Now, stay tuned to our next video. I love the fact that Prince Harry always protects his wife and children. Security is a priority, not when the UK tabloids and the royal family feel like it. Stay tuned to our next video, and don't forget to subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Stay tuned to our next video. And don't forget to subscribe. Love you. Sayonara. See you later. Hello and welcome back to Sasco Family TV. As I end this podcast, I'd like to thank you so much for watching our video. It means the absolute world to us. Kindly like, subscribe, and support our ever-growing family on YouTube. Kindly hit that like and subscribe button for daily and consistent content we post every single day. And it will mean the absolute world to us if you support our channel by liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment below. If you wish to donate to our channel, kindly send to our PayPal email briankiputo95@gmail.com in our description box, or to our Netala account, also briankiputo95@gmail.com. Your support will mean the absolute world to us, with PayPal being the preferred option for this channel. Kindly stay tuned to our next video, and thank you so much to every single person that has ever supported our family. With so much love, stay tuned to our next video, and I'm hoping that you're having a great, fantastic day, and this podcast made you feel much better. Have a great day, family. Thank you.